Hi guys, Tony here from Toni Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at the quad lock, phone mount and handlebar mounting system for the motorbike. Okay, so if you're anything like me, you've probably tried a few of those sort of online cheap versions from eBay and Amazon, places like that, and attached your phone to your handlebars of your motorbike and used your phone as a navigation device. Well, I did that when I went, I planned a trip to Europe, got on the train, jumped over to France and went down to a few countries, Germany, Luxembourg, all that business. And during the trip, it rained like hell. Now at the time I had an iPhone 5 or 6 and that they weren't waterproof. The phones themselves were not waterproof, so I was relying on the case to be waterproof. It totally wasn't. I mean, it turned into an absolute disaster. So I mean, the rain penetrated the case, the heat from the phone where it was running at such a high temperature using this app caused internal condensation. I mean, I'm lucky really that the phone didn't just completely die. So that's one of the reasons why, if I'm going to use a case now, I would invest in something that's a little bit better, because I've had that experience of it just going to shit. So that's where we get onto this one, this quad lock. So I invested, at the time it cost me, let's have a look, the case, so this case for the phone and the actual handlebar mount cost me £56.61, and that was back in September 2019. I think you can get them a little bit cheaper now. But they come separately, so the actual device that locks onto the handlebars and the case come as two separate things, because what Quad Lock do is they offer a multi-mount system. So basically you buy the case that fits your particular phone, in this case it's the iPhone 7 Plus, and then you can buy whatever mount you want. So they offer a ride option, which is if you're going to take it mountain biking or cycling, a moto version, which is for the motorcycle, a drive version for a car, and then a run version, which is basically one of those armbands that go on and you can clip your phone on your armband. But then they offer a what's that, fifth option, which is basically like a plunger with the quad lock little lock on it. And so basically what they're calling that the life version, and you can put that anywhere you want. So if you want to stick it to something or whatever, you can put that where you like. So obviously I've got the handlebar mount version for the motorcycle, which is this. And it basically suits handlebars from 22mm, which is 7/8, up to 32mm, which is 1 1/4. So like I said, almost 60 quid, that's a lot of money if you're going to spend on a phone case, like I said, when there's really cheaper options out there that are flooding the market on places like Amazon and eBay. So why would you go for something like this? Well, first of all, you can really feel the quality in the product. That sort of simple lock, you know, push on, twist, and it's locked on. It really is sturdy. I mean, unfortunately, when I went to Spain earlier in the year, the idea was to use this phone and the phone quad lock mount to take me around Spain as my navigation. But if you watch my review on the TomTom Rider 550, you'll see the reasons why that didn't happen in the end. So the most I've got to test this is just taking trips to see family, going on small adventures. But I've got to say, it really has been simple, easy, and just a joy to use really. I've not had to worry that my phone's going to fly off the handlebar. It's not twisting round if you're going at too high a speed and the wind's blowing the case and you think, oh God, is it going to blow off, which I've had with the China versions. It really is, for me, it really is worth the money. As well, again, if you watch the TomTom Rider 550 review that I did, I talk a lot about the aesthetics and the design behind these devices and gadgets. And for me, I've put a lot of effort, I'm sure that you guys all have as well, into making my bike sort of aesthetically pleasing to me. It's something that I like to look at and I enjoy riding. And I want everything that I put on that to sort of suit the style that I've built up over the course of time. The TomTom Rider 550, I'll go into detail on that. Sorry I keep going on about that, but I'll show you as well. To me, it was just big, clunky, cumbersome. I was like, oh, this just doesn't suit my bike at all. However, this quad lock, you know, it's unassuming, it sits on the handlebars. When your phone's not on it as well, it's sort of, it doesn't really look too out of place. It's just small, smart and functional. What quad lock have decided to do now, I mean, they're sort of known for this blue, black and white design that they put on their box and on their devices as well. But I think that they've got some newer ones out now. So they've got, I think, a red and a grey tab. It's not a big deal, but if you've got some colour coding on your bike, which say the red or the grey option would suit your bike more, then that's out there as well now. But if we're talking about value for money, I know 60 quid, like I said, almost 60 quid sounds like a lot, but it really is sort of peace of mind when you know it's a top quality engineered piece of kit and it's going to keep your phone safe. Now, we all know that these things are not cheap anymore. I mean, blimey, you can pay over £1,000 for one now. So, you know, you want to keep that safe. I think it's a must-have if you're going to use your phone as your main navigation device while riding. Okay, so the two gripes that I've got with the quad lock system is this. They're not major, minor things, but just if I could improve, they would be the things I would improve. So it's the actual material that the case is made from. Now, we all know it's easy to drop your phone. That's how my last phone flipping broke, and why I got this one is because I dropped it. And this case is made from like a real tough and hard plastic, but it's very soft to the touch, which makes it prone or easy to drop, for me anyway. I mean, it's quite slippery, it can be quite slippery. So if I could change anything and make this a great, even better product than it is, I would actually make the case, the phone case itself, out of something a little bit easier to maintain grip with, so something that's quite sort of sticky and helps with grip. So that's the first thing. The second thing is it's got this quad lock mount recess on the back, which when you look at the phone's profile, it's sort of like a little bit of a bulge to the back, it sort of arcs. Not a major gripe, but if you've got your phone laying on a flat surface and a text message pops up and you just want to pop it on the table, because it's not laying flat, because you've got this bulgy bit that's sort of convex arc on the back of the case. When it's laying flat, on a surface and you want to touch it, it will rock. So that's a little bit annoying for me. Not that it happens all the time, but you know, it's just one of those things that can be a little bit annoying, but minor gripe. I would say, if you're planning on using your phone as a navigation device on your bike, I would 100% go for this quad lock system, providing your phone's waterproof. Now, my phone is waterproof. Most phones these days are waterproof, but that just makes it an all-in, you know, you haven't got to worry about phone cases misting up and whatever else. And you know that the phone is safe on the handlebars. So if you're planning on doing that, I think go for the quad lock system. 60 quid, I know it sounds like a lot, but it's going to save your phone, which these days they can be well worth over £1,000, so I'd go for it. So I hope you found that review helpful. Like with all my reviews, I'm not paid by anybody, I'm just a normal person with my own bike, and I try all these things out and share my experience with you, just to hope that it can help other people in some way. So that review is not paid by Quad Lock, it's me spending my own 60 odd quid on the device and giving an honest opinion on using it. So like I said, hope you found it helpful. Subscribe to the channel, there's more videos coming up. Safe riding when we get out of Coronaville, and I'll see you soon.